Father David O'Connell.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is, as you heard, Father David O'Connell. I'm the president of the Catholic University of America, and I've enjoyed this privilege and responsibility for 12 years now, serving at the helm. These 12 groups like yourselves that I have had the chance to welcome to the university. I'm a Vincentian priest, a priest in the Order of the Congregation of the Mission of Followers of St. Vincent de Paul. From Philadelphia, as you'll probably discern the more you hear me talk today, you'll get that Philly twang come through in my voice. And I'm an alumnus of the university. I'm very proud to be here at the Catholic University of America. Last week I was at home visiting my mother in Philadelphia. My mother's elderly and declining, but I had the opportunity while there to speak with my brother as he prepared to take his daughter off to college. She is the younger of two daughters that he has, both of whom now have moved from home. There were, believe me, more than a few tears as they packed the car and headed out the driveway. It really was, in a sense, it was bittersweet to watch. We all were so proud of her. She'd done so well in school, in high school, and she was so excited, so enthusiastic about going off to school. And we were all really eager for her to go and to get out on her own and to succeed. But at the same time, we had the feeling we wanted to hold on to her. We want to keep her there. We want her just to stay like she is, really for time to stand still. And of course, we know that it doesn't stand still, ever. Today, we are all involved, all of us here today, we're involved in a similar experience and probably a similar set of emotions. Some of you have been through this before. How many have been through this before? Some of you, this is the first time that you've been through this. How many is this the first time? Yeah. And for some of you, it's the only time that you're going to have to do this in your life. There's a common thread that runs through all of this, a common thread that is worked here today. And that common thread is change. Your lives as parents change today. Your lives as sons and daughters change today. Your lives as students are going to be different now. They change today as well. The fact is that even if you've been through this rite of passage before, the trip to college, or in this case, to the university, creates a change in our lives, so much so that things, folks, will never be the same again. And today we realize that. Today we have to make peace with that fact. And while there may be some tugging at the heartstrings today, for sure, and tomorrow, I want to tell you that this change that we are all going through, this change is a good thing, believe me, and not something that should cause you anxiety, a great deal of anxiety and fear. Your daughters and sons are growing up. You, the members of the class of 2013, it's hard to believe that, 2013, you're growing up as well. You have come to the right place to do it. Doors open. They're opening for you. You have arrived today at your university home. Believe me, parents, today they'll be a little squeamish and a little weepy. Tomorrow they'll be eager to see you move on. Once they get to their rooms and meet their friends and so on and so forth and get started. But trust me, the Catholic University of America is a good place, and you're leaving them in very good and caring hands. The education that your daughters and sons will receive here, I promise you, I guarantee it will be outstanding. The education that they will be receiving here is as excellent an education as you will find anywhere. Of course, they have to get up on their own and go to class. I always laugh when I hear the students talk about, well, you got to go to class. Of course you have to, that's why you're here. You come here to study. They have to study. Study. That's what we're here for, you know. I don't want 4 years from now when I'm walking with you across the campus to say, oh, is that the library? That's why you're here. You're here to study and to enjoy studying, to learn how to study, to do your course assignments and projects for class, homework. The parents will not be here to wake you up and to get you breakfast, as much as you might like that. Both sense. I had a parent one time. I'll never forget this as long as I live. Hello, Father O'Connell. Yes. You know, my Johnny, he really has trouble getting up. Do you think you could give him a call until he reaches in President University? Let's have a better idea. He's yours. Why don't you give him a call and wake him up? You need to encourage your daughters and sons, though. You need to encourage them to be responsible as they move into adulthood, and responsible for their own lives. Very important. This isn't high school, and you'll see that soon enough. In terms of, there are no PTA meetings with the teachers, no meetings with the principal, things of that sort. This is a university. And it's not only a university, it's a major research-oriented, national, comprehensive Catholic university. So your needs and expectations have to shift from one model of education that you've gotten used to another. The university world is much different. It's much more complex. It's larger, even though Catholic University is not a mega huge institution. You really have to adjust your thinking and your expectations a bit. What you have invested in, and I use that word deliberately, and I know, and I hope that your daughters and sons understand and appreciate the sacrifice that you are making so that they could be here in a place like this. What you have invested in is the education that we have developed here and that we provide for them. A fully Catholic, liberal arts-based, values-centered, faith-based education steeped in the Catholic intellectual tradition. You know, we do not exist here as a Catholic university to dissent from or to change the teachings of the Catholic Church. We exist to explain them carefully, and to relate them intelligently to real life. Whether you accept that or not, that is not our concern. But that we are able to teach and to teach well so that you can at least understand what it is that the Catholic Church is all about. We exist to explain and relate these things to life. We do not embrace extremes. We are not extreme right. We are not extreme left in our theology, in our practices here at the university. So if you're expecting extremes, you're going to be disappointed, because we don't live that way. That's not the way that we live.